Welcome back into our coverage of SEC Media Days for 2024 here in Dallas, Texas. It's the final day, and we're underway with Arkansas coming through and meeting with the media this morning. Coach Sam Pittman going into his fifth year after coming from Georgia and looking to get things back on the right track with the Hogs after suffering through a 4-8 season last year. 1-7 in the SEC leaves him with a record of 23-25. The program has slipped since winning 9 games a couple of years ago, 7 games after that, and then 4 games this past season. The biggest offseason move, you talk about recruiting and players in the transfer portal, the biggest offseason move for Arkansas was bringing back Bobby Petrino, one-time Arkansas head coach, bringing him back to be the new offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. Petrino might be universally disliked in the football world by fans and maybe some other coaches, but he is considered a great football mind offensively, and Pittman is bringing him in, hoping that he can jumpstart an offense that, after losing KJ Jefferson at quarterback, is going to have to find somebody to come in and pull the trigger and get this offense going again, an offense that averaged about 28 points per game last season. The Hogs do have 12 starters returning, 5 on offense, 6 on defense, and the specialists. Also looking at their staff, a couple of guys with South Carolina ties. Spring Valley grad Travis Williams is back for his second season as a defensive coordinator. He's also the linebackers coach. And former USC assistant Deke Adams is back as the defensive line coach. So the Hogs looking to improve on last year's numbers. They gave up 28 points per game. They averaged actually about 27 points per game. Quarterback-wise, they went out and took a transfer from Boise State, Taylor Green. He's a big kid, kind of in the lines of a KJ Jefferson at 6'6", 223 pounds. So he's the guy they're looking at to come in and take over at the quarterback spot. Pretty deep at the running back position, including adding a transfer from Utah, Jaquayan Jackson. So all the receivers are back as well. So there's a chance if the quarterback situation works its way out, there's a chance that the Hogs could be much improved on offense. Offensive line, however, was poor last season, and that is Pittman's area of expertise. He calls the offensive line his group, and he's going to work to improve that. They took 3 transfers on the offensive line in the offseason. The defensive line has 3 guys returning as starters, led by their all-SEC defensive end, Landon Jackson. Had 6.5 sacks last year. They are inexperienced at linebacker. They did add a transfer from Georgia, quality linebacker, in Xavier Sorey, and they've got him penciled in as a starter right away. A couple of starters are back in the secondary. Their safeties in particular look pretty good. So there was a lot of excitement in year 2 under Pittman when they got to 9 wins. But since then, things have kind of tailed off in Fayetteville, and it will be on Pittman's shoulders, his big shoulders. He's a big guy, to get things turned back around the right direction this year. Instead of calling the Hogs, those fans might be calling for Sam Pittman's head if he doesn't get them back to like an 8 or 9 win season and into a bowl game. That is certainly the minimum expectations by Razorback fans going into this season.